Welcome to Student Connections, where our students connect with their community.
Welcome to Student Connections and our first show of 2012. Today we have three terrific interviews for you. Our first is with Kathleen Schmitt of Morton Elementary School. Alyssa Hull-Newsome learns about how Morton students are doing this year.
Hi, welcome to Student Connections. I'm Alyssa Hull-Newsome. Here today with me is Mrs. Schmitt from Morton Elementary School. Thank you for joining us. What inspired you to become a school principal?
I wanted to be a principal because originally I was a first grade teacher, and I wanted to do something that would let me inspire, help, and encourage students above and beyond just in my own classroom. So being a principal, I get to work with all the students in the school, and I can help them both academically as well as socially and just make a difference in their life.
Okay, what prior occupations did you have in the education system?
Before I became a principal, I was a kindergarten teacher for 1 year and then a first grade teacher for 4 years.
What are your responsibilities as the principal?
A lot. Basically, a principal is kind of a jack of all trades. They have to do a lot of different things, but my main responsibilities are to oversee staff and students and to help support the students instructionally, as well as be an instructional leader for my teachers and staff. I help students with behavior issues if there's anything going on. If they need help academically, I also support them that way and just supervise them throughout the day and do whatever it takes to help them be successful learners.
Does that help you help with the students, like connect with them?
Absolutely. Again, building relationships with the students is something that I really pride myself in doing, and I think it's the most important part of being a principal is that the students know that you're there for them and that they can come to you if they're ever in need of anything.
How do you help new students adjust to a new school?
I work with my social worker, and the two of us, we try to find a student buddy, another peer friend that they can kind of help take them throughout the day and show them all the different places in the school. So we sort of find someone that's a strong leader in the classroom, and we ask them if they would like to help the new student. We also try to have contact with that student. I go into the lunchroom during that time and make sure that they have someone to sit with, and just again try to make that conversation so they feel comfortable and feel like they belong at Morton School.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. How does staff identify students needing help?
We have what we call a student assistance team, and what we primarily use is we use data first. So all of our decisions are data-based, so they look at how the student's performing in the classroom and the different subject areas that they teach, and if a student's showing signs of struggling, then they refer them to what we call a student assistance team, which is made up of myself, my social worker, the classroom teacher, and sometimes the speech teacher or our Title I specialist. And we work together as a team, and we look at what the student's struggling in, and we brainstorm different interventions and instructional supports that we can give that student to help them bring up their scores and to be more successful.
Okay. Can you explain your positive behavior plan?
Yes, Morton School, we have a positive behavior plan, and we call ourselves the Morton STARS, and STARS stands for Students Taking Action to be Responsible, Respectful, and Safe. And we kind of tied it with a little Hollywood kind of fun theme, so to get them to want to be excited about it. So students have 3 rules and expectations that we kind of focus the entire school around, and that's to be responsible, respectful, and safe. And what we do is we take our students on the very first day of school throughout an entire tour of the building and show them all the different areas, such as the lunchroom, the playground, the hallway, and we model and teach what responsible, respectful, and safe looks like in those areas. Students are caught making those good choices. They receive what we call a STAR ticket, and the STAR ticket, part of the STAR ticket goes home to the parents to show the parents that their child was recognized for making good choices. The other half gets turned into a popcorn bucket, and it becomes a STAR buck, and that STAR buck is worth money, and we have a little STAR store that they can save up their STAR bucks, so that entices them to earn more STAR tickets. The more they earn, the more money they have, and they can purchase different items at our STAR store that comes around once a month. We also have various other incentives in place. We have the popcorn class, which is recognizing classes that are walking down the hallway quietly, making good choices. We have what we call a golden spatula, which is the classroom that is the best behaved going in to the cafeteria during the lunchtime. We watch them for a whole week, and then my lunchroom supervisor chooses a lower L class, which is first, second, or third grade, and an upper L class, 4th and 5th, to be the class that gets to carry this special sparkly golden spatula. And at the elementary level, that's really exciting, and it's a proud moment for them. So we're always looking for ways to continue to build this program so we can help encourage students and be more proactive for students to make good choices.
That sounds really fun for the little
they really
students.
like it, yeah.
What grade levels take field trips and where do they go?
All grade levels take field trips, and they vary from grade level to grade level. I think the most important aspect that the teachers focus on is that our field trips are curriculum-based. They tie into some type of content instruction that's going on in the classroom. Some of the more popular field trips are the trips to the Detroit Zoo. I believe second grade usually makes that trip. And then a lot of grade levels utilize the Nature Center, which is right here, a more local field trip, and that ties really well into our science curriculum. And then a lot of times too, they vary from year to year, and teachers are always looking for new field trip opportunities when they come available and try to get the children involved so they can have a more wide range of experiences.
Have you planned any after-school activities for the students?
There's lots of after-school activities that the elementary students can be involved in. Some of them that are not necessarily planned through our school but are available are the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts and some different sports programs that are offered through the rec. This year we are working on getting a Science Olympiad team together for probably 3rd through 5th grade students. So I have a 5th grade teacher, Mr. Walsh, who is looking into that and probably going to get it started up in the winter time, and that would be an after-school activity where the kids, and it also involves the parents, and they can work on different science experiments and explore that content area of science. So we're looking forward to that.
That's fun for the little students.
Yeah.
What clubs or groups do you have for students, and what do these groups do?
Primarily the club that we're working on right now is the Science Olympiad Club. We have a committee that's broken up into several different content areas. So we have a reading and writing committee and a math and science committee, and they're working on trying to develop a few more clubs. Right now it's just in the beginning stages of it, but we're hopeful to have a few more opportunities for students to have different activities to be involved in after school.
How can a person get involved with your MSALT program?
The best way to be involved in MSALT, and MSALT is our parent group, is to attend our MSALT meetings. Those are typically the 3rd or 4th Monday of each month at 6:30 in the Morton Media Center. And we encourage parents, we communicate that through our newsletters, our website, and on our Facebook page to come to those meetings, because that's, especially if you're new to the school, that's your first avenue to really get to know other parents and to learn a little bit more about what Morton's about and what we do for our students. So we highly encourage parents to attend those MSALT meetings.
Okay. What kind of fundraisers do you guys have planned this year?
We've already had one of our bigger fundraisers, and it's called a walkathon, and they did that back in September. And basically, the students raise pledges and get sponsored by various family members to walk an obstacle course track out on our playground. They have little obstacles they have to jump through, and they do it during their specials class time, which is about 40 minutes. And they listen to music and go through and see how many laps they can do on the course, and they earn pledges for that. So that raised us over $3,000 already this year that we put back to the school. It goes back to the students, and it helps fund other fun activity nights like our Halloween bash and our field day. Some other upcoming ones we have are McTeacher nights. So this is something new for us. We are going to get a group of staff, including myself, and we will work at the local McDonald's here in Marysville from 4 to 7, I guess, working in the drive-thru, serving the customers that come in, and for every sale that McDonald's makes that night, they'll give some of the proceeds. I believe it's 10% or 15% back to the school. So that's something we're really excited to try out and see, and it will earn money for our students and staff. And then we also have the pizza kit sales and some other little small ones. We're also working on some recycling initiatives. So we're collecting Capri Suns and Elmer's glue that can be donated back, and they'll give us some money back for that. So
that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Where does the money go for the fundraisers?
It goes directly back to the school and primarily to the students, as well as to help purchase additional resources for classrooms and teachers. But primarily it goes back to the students so we can fund those nights that are not fundraising nights, such as the Halloween bash and putting on different curriculum nights for students and movie nights. So those give us other additional funding to do that. And we've also used the funds to purchase new playground equipment and any other resources or supplies that might help make our school better.
What else can parents do to get more involved in their child's education?
I think the biggest way they can become involved is, again, like I said before, attend those MSALT meetings so they can get to meet other parents and learn about the different ways that there's so many volunteer opportunities through our parent group. Another way I've been encouraging parents is to read our communication pieces that we put out. We put out a biweekly newsletter that goes also on our website. We have a web page. We also have a Facebook page. And if they go onto those pages, they can really see a lot of activities and different events that are going on in the school and learn more about what we do at Morton School. Something new we did this past fall, it was teacher driven, was to put on a parent information night. So we had our teachers, each individual classroom teacher plan about a 30-minute presentation that basically walked parents through what a typical day looks like in their classroom, and we had a tremendous turnout. Many parents came. We provided daycare so the kids could go and play in the gym while the parents could go into the classroom and see where their child sits, see what their child does every day, and just learn more about how important learning is while their child's going to school. And we also encouraged parents in the beginning of the year at our open house. We had a picnic, a welcome back picnic, and just again an opportunity for families to come to the school in a casual setting and get to know each other.
We wish you the best of luck being the principal at Morton.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, and we'll be back with more.